And then Coltane will shift as well.
Coltane is no longer marked, correct?
That's right, he's
It's
no
finally
longer marked.
dead.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Corvus.
Biting Swarm. Actually, back up a little more first. Biting Swarm against the Bloodied Goblin betwixt the two non-Corvuses. Nope, that's a 12.
I like that. Betwixt the two non-Corvuses.
And I guess save against everything.
Everything.
$16! Success.
So Corvus is now dazed. Wintier, who is now dazed. Meaning one action.
Never
Why is he
strike.
dazed?
As the after effect of what he saved against last round.
Right. I remember you telling me this. Yeah, Nimble Strike. This down. And take that, Warped Goblin betwixt the two people.
Non-Winters.
26 for 9. Oh, I could have marked it as my quarry, because that's a free action, right?
I think it's a minor action, isn't it?
Oh, it's free action.
It's a minor worth of Vin, isn't it?
Oh, it's a minor action.
Oh, is a standard action for the Vin?
No.
I thought it
It's
was
always
free
a minor
action.
action.
So
Never
the
mind.
arrow strikes true.
But I was aiming at the goblin.
How do you know his name isn't true? In fact, I bet you if you told him
We
his name
talked.
wasn't true, he'd get angry at you. And say, no, that is my name.
Is that over for Winter?
I guess so, eh? No saving to be done.
Rect gets Necro splashed for 6. He's down to 44 out of 53. Yes, your plan is working.
Um... Wrecked, you suck. At fighting people. Good for other things, but still.
You can kill the minion.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. He is going to use a basic melee attack against the goblin to his south.
Wow, alright. I bet it'll be a crit too.
Nope. Rolled at 3 for a total of 10.
Pathetic. Poor Rect.
And he'll just stand there for now. Stand his ground like a good dwarf.
Letting people by.
That's true, couldn't he have bull rushed the guy? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You can take Dave away from the dwarf, but you can't take... No, wait.
Is that over for Rect?
Yes. What I meant to say is, you can take the dwarf away from Dave, but you can't take the Dave away from the dwarf.
Dave is chopped by this great axe for 12 damage.
Who? That's good, CJ.
Wait, did I say Dave? I don't realize.
You did.
And Rect is marked as well. Oh, that's late. Rect is struck by the shock bolt for 11 damage and slowed. Rect down from 32 to bloodied at 21 out of 53 hit points.
Oops. He's still good.
Where did the shock bolt come from?
Right here.
Oh.
He's just a little bloody. He's still good. He's still good.
At least he's being useful.
Tanking them hits. This goblin attacks Nima.
Let's dance.
And Nima moonwalks out of the arc of the giant axe, great axe.
Oh yeah.
This guy flails randomly in Rex's general direction. Round 10, Nima gets Necro Splashed for 4 damage. She's down to 51 out of 60.
Alright, Nima's gonna use Overwhelming Strike on the Warped Goblin.
Good move.
And that's a 28 with a hit of 8.
She strikes.
Can I shift like that?
Yes.
Yes.
No, they've been doing it. You can do it.
Can someone shift through the corner?
No.
No.
Good.
Nima goes in to do Rex's job. This is how it's done, dwarf.
Well, he's kind of like a dirty rag or something. Like there was a hole, and we put him in it to plug the hole for a while. and we know he needs to be replaced soon, but he was a good temporary hole plugger.
Rect gets shock bolted for another 7 damage. Rect down to 14 out of 53. Coltane.
Coltane uses Wolfpack tactics on the bloodied warped goblin. Bloodied warped goblin. Above Rect, to Rex north. That's a 29 for 9 damage, and this allows Rect to shift.
Coltane slays the goblin.
And that's over.
Corvus.
You
Dazed.
should ready in action. Corvus.
Corvus readies in action. Yeah, it's good to sit this one out. He's gonna have a biting swarm ready in case something comes into easy view. And that is all.
Define easy view.
Doesn't have... yeah,
Gotcha.
basically a straight line.
Winter. Recovering from his daze.
Winter does not have easy view, but he doesn't want to move outside. So he marks that goblin that's behind the pillar as his quarry. Yes, that's the one. And he does a twin strike. Cover? Regular cover? Superior.
Regular cover.
Oh, I forgot to do that for the second one. What's the penalty? How do I math this?
It's -2, so both would be the same.
Ah, yeah, so 19 and 19. 7 and 7.
Winter strikes
No,
true.
you did. Actually, you forgot to do it for the first one, so it's 17 and 21.
Oh, really?
Doesn't matter. It's
How
dead.
does that work? Okay, so, oh yeah, okay. Bonus 4 damage to the dead goblin.
The corpse explodes a little.
I'm gonna say it oozes blood, but more than it would have otherwise.
Wrecked is necrosplashed for 5. He's down to 9 out of 53 hit points.
He joins the 9 and 19 hit point club and runs away. Actually,
It's
first,
true.
first he will cast Astral Seal on the last remaining warp goblin, who I'm guessing still gets cover.
Which?
The only one that's left alive.
No cover.
No cover?
No cover.
Oh. And that's a 15. It doesn't even need cover.
Actually, that's a hit. These
Well, I'm
goblins are
still
not very
ashamed of
dexterous. So Rect paints the target.
And then hobbles off to hide in the corner.
Like a good little dwarf. He's slowed though, so he does not hobble very far.
Is he still slowed?
Isn't this the first time he's been slowed?
Yeah, it was on round 9, so yep. He hobbles 2 squares. And then his turn is over.
That it is, as another bolt comes at him. He is shocked for 9 damage. And slowed. Rect goes down, collapsing.
You had to slow the unconscious dwarf. I don't think things get much slower than unconscious dwarfs.
I don't know, maybe you'll feed him a potion or something and he'll get up and move around.
Someone should drag him by his beard hair.
The goblin misses Coltane. That ends round 9 onto round 11. Nima gets necrosplashed for 4 damage. She's down to 51 out of 60. I feel like we've done this before many times.
Overwhelming strike would be
We're
awesome.
at round 11. Yeah, she's definitely doing overwhelming strike. Or trying to, anyway. So that's a 17 with a hit of 14, if it hits.
And in fact, because Rect painted the target, it is a hit.
Thank goodness.
And that should slide the goblin into Corvus's range.
Yep. So that triggers his, right? Before I finish my turn?
Yep, and the Warp Goblin bites Nima for 5 damage. Nima down to 46
you do
out of
that.
60. So Corvus gets to take a shot.
Oh wait, I also regain hit points, don't I?
You do. I think it might be 5 hit points.
Is it?
Yes.
This is for doing what now?
For
because
hitting it?
Oh, right.
she hit it
thing.
after he Ashless, yeah. Mumble.
Right, so that hits. Okay. Can I do a heal check?
Standard action.
Standard
roll
action, so
provoke.
no.
Ah, okay.
Also, you attacked already, so you can't.
Well, I didn't know it was a standard action.
No, I'm just saying. 'Cause CJ didn't say you couldn't do it.
Oh, maybe she has a action point.
I don't.
We'll take care of him soon enough.
It's alright. I'm sure the pillars won't keep zapping a dead person.
Guys, leave him there. For science.
Can I... Actually, grabbing is standard too, eh?
Yeah, there's not much you can do with
Can
him.
I, like, kick him or something?
You can
slide
kick
him?
us.
Kicks him in the
Slide him
face.
towards
Brings
Wintier.
him to -5 hit points.
Alright,
Just leave it
I'll
for
just
someone else.
stand here for a bit.
Also, Corvus, you should take your ready to action.
Oh, can I?
Absolutely.
Blah blah blah. It's a 15.
Womp womp. Lightning shoots out at the wall there, strangely. Coltane.
Perception check?
Missed me.
Coltane gets necro splashed.
Don't taunt it.
4, 5. Coltane down to 45 out of 55.
Kinda missed me. Alright, he will shift back. And use a basic melee attack against this warp goblin. Never lets him down. 29 for 15 damage.
Coltane finishes him off.
Can't do much else, but he says, Winter, Corvus, one of you, pull Rect away. And stabilize his wounds.
Wintier.
Do I have to? Wintier takes a step forward, grabs hold of the dwarf, and pulls him backwards. Maybe one more.
Wintier drags Rect off to relative safety.
Can Winter then stand in the corner?
No.
You know,
Oh.
considering Winter's only known relative, I don't think that's safe.
Um, do I have the ability to... What does the drag count as?
The grabbing and the dragging counted as a standard, and yet you did a move to get up to him.
So I can't do a heal?
Not unless you want to spend an action point.
I would if I could. No, I wouldn't. I can't anyway.
Death save from Rect. What's the name of that band? Death Cab for Cutie?
Yes. He fails.
Ominous.
Sweet, sweet failures.
A Memory Ripper beam comes for Nima, but she shrugs it off. Round 12, Corvus.
Nothing left to forget.
Yeah.
Corvus.
You can heal him, Corvus.
Oh, Corvus. Corvus goes for the healing. Alright, dwarf. Your insides are on your outside.
True or false? This is how he should be.
Let's see. Do I choose like aid another or something?
Just a heal check.
Make a heal check.
Just heal.
That'll do it.
What is the
Very
result?
nice.
I can't see it.
Really? That was a 25. Corvus stabilizes wrecked.
Map tool seems to have crashed.
Does Corvus do anything
Right
else?
after the click. I don't think so. Well, after putting the outsides on the insides where they are. Nope, that's enough.
Nima gets Necro splashed for 3. She's down to 48 out of 60.
I'm thinking of going to check out the rest of the upper area.
Okay.
Or the lower area, I don't know.
If you're looking at your map,
I'm just...
when you were in this area, you spotted a door there.
Oh, okay.
Just warning you, Nima, that if you get slowed by those pillars while you're far away, it could take you some time to get back to us while they're shooting lightning and stuff at you.
Well, alternatively, we could just attempt to rest here, I guess.
5 minutes in this mildly defensible room without being shot by pillars is not a bad idea.
Okay. In that case, Mima will guard this door. Actually, wait, no. She'll guard the other door.
What map are we on?
The tower.
Oh, it's just sideways of the other part of the tower.
That it is. And this pillar zaps Coltane for 6 damage and slows him. Coltane down to 39 out of 55.
Blast.
No, it was more like a beam.
Bzzz.
Coltane's up.
Coltane moves further down the hallway and goes into total defense, trying to see if the pillars will still try to attack him from there. And that's over.
Wintier.
Winter goes to his corner. And waits. For nothing. You'll just wait.
Wrecked.
Wrecked does nothing.
So lazy.
I know.
So total defense raises your AC and what, reflex?
All defenses.
You sure about that?
Well, that's what it says when I click on the condition, so you tell me.
That's interesting.
You defend physically, reflexively, you fortify your body, and you fortify your mind.
Well, nevertheless, Coltane is zapped again by the pillar for 11 damage.
Oh, okay, not far enough.
Coltain down to 28 rather, out of 55. Slowed again. Round 13, Corvus.
Corvus, pull me out of here. Because I don't feel like moving myself.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Yeah, standard.
How would that work out in real time? Coltain's backing up, and then Corvus.
It doesn't. Real time doesn't work in something that's turn based.
Okay. So Corvus pulls him one back. And one down. And pats him on the bum. Because he can't reach his head.
Yeah.
Short people.
Nima.
Alright, Nima seeing or hearing that Coltain wasn't far enough in, we'll just pop in further in. And maybe assume total defense, just in case.
Alright. So what's the plan here? To rest in this room for 5 minutes before...
Before, one, consulting our arcane and religious knowledge to see if there's a way to subdue these pillars before attempting to explore southwards and see what's in those past those doors.
I bet they're being controlled by some sort of mechanism that we need to pull. Probably a pull more than a push.
It's
That would
funny,
be
I'm not sure.
convenient, but
I'm not sure why we think that there aren't going to be more goblins coming out, though.
Because goblins are fearful creatures, and they see all the dead goblins, and they say, "Oh no!"
These goblins didn't seem that fearful. These do not seem like your average goblins.
Well, there's a mathematical formula, and they're only fearful once you've killed 13.
there's at least like 9 of them. Probably more.
15?
I think 14.
20?
Or no, 13. I think you were right when you said 13.
No, I don't think I'm right.
I think you are.
I can do math.
Man, CJ, it must suck to be wrong.
How do you figure?
No, I'm joking. Like, you probably know.
Alright, so is that going to be a concern then? That more goblins are going to come? Like, are you guys agreeing? So, right now you guys could be talking to each other, right? Are you agreeing to hold up here provided you're not being shot at and provided you're not hearing anything coming for you?
I'm agreeing to hold up.
You said you guys want to roll some checks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would like to roll what kind of check to know what?
I'd like to think about whether or not I think that there's anything that could be done with these pillars and that circle that I saw earlier. Now that I have time to think.
Maybe a religion check? Since they're Vecna-ish statues?
And I think the circle might also be religion, or is that Arcana?
Yeah, let's start with
Probably
Arcana. Arcana for the circles. For the circle, rather.
Okay. That's a 12.
Alright, well,
Nima.
Nima's not very sure, but it looks pretty similar to the other teleportation circles, so as an educated guess, she'd think that this is another teleportation circle to take you elsewhere.
She shares this information with her companions.
That makes sense.
She withholds this information and gives it to